Hey guys, Be More here with a different sort of video. I want to first start off by saying thank you for helping me reach over 100 subscribers. To do it based solely off of Ghost Recon Ghost War videos is amazing for the most part. Thank you so much. If you guys have been following my channel for the past month, you will know I have been working on a class tier list, and I still plan on making that video, but in the middle of me scripting that video, I came to the realization that these classes are just not balanced by any means. Like, it's a problem with the game being out almost over 6 months where there's one clear above and beyond pick, the assault class. It's so clear and far away overpowered that it isn't even really close, and my tier list would be about every other class other than the assault class, which is currently broken, I believe, with the meta. So grab a drink and let me go through this real quick about what makes this class so OP and so broken. So the first thing that makes this class OP is the extra health bar. Like, that is a clear and obvious what the heck moment when looking at the classes. If I was going to balance the classes, the first thing that would be on the chopping block would be that extra health bar. The rest of the class is sort of manageable. If it wasn't for that extra health bar, it could be okay. God forbid you have a medic on the team and you give the assault class another health bar. So there just doesn't seem to be a good reason for why this is the only class to have it. Stack the health bar with damage reductions like Revivalist and Last Stand on top of the class skill, and you're a walking shooting Terminator that can heal itself. This is just too many bonuses stacked on top of one another. And it's not just the health bar, everything on top of it makes it the most durable class in the game. No class comes close, and as you can tell, the balance of this class is sort of just off right from the get-go, and just makes my tier list sort of null and void. Perks. Obviously the perks. The state of the game meta right now is basically assault rifles are far and away the best weapon type in the game. So the assault class having extra accuracy and the mobility of the best class weapon in the game makes it even more of a powerhouse. Then the class skill makes the recoil even more non-existent, like if that was even possible. Instead of the sharpshooter, it's actually the assault class that gets rid of the recoil for most sniper rifles. Just use the class skill and your Scorpio Scout and you will be set to go because there will be no recoil at all. Like, come on now, at what point do we get any negatives with this class just by looking at it? Is it slower than any other class? Nope, it can move just as fast as Panther. It makes the perks on the rest of the classes just useless. People complain about the weapon meta, but if the assault class wasn't so overpowered at the moment, maybe we could see more room for weapons like LMGs to shine. Obviously, low entry point. What does it take to be a good assault class? Not nearly as much as it takes to be a good Panther, I can tell you that for sure. High level play is always defined by your lowest entry point class or weapon in most video games. If it's easy to get kills and stay alive, especially compared to the other classes and weapons, then the majority of the game population will use what doesn't take much skill. Assault rifles are already a low entry point weapon. In all video games, they just don't take that much skill to use as much as a rifle, a DMR, or pistol. So to give the assault class this many perks is sort of just unfair, and it's hard to judge a player's real skill based off of that. So right now, in most high level play, you see nothing but assault class. 4 assault classes versus 4 another assault classes. Don't you see a problem here? And like I said, just going off the top of my head, it would be like shooting fish in a barrel to go down a list of why this class outshines the rest. So let me give you some cliff notes. Panther class, fast, but it's too weak, and SMGs are weak for the most part. Sharpshooters, the sensor grenade is strong, but everything else about the class isn't really that special. Meta class is weak and not proficient in anything meta, but the class skill is only useful for lesser veteran players. Drones are weak and the animation to res players takes forever. Echelon class, good skill, but who's ever going to use pistols and proficiency? The engineer, I'm convinced, is a troll class with that drone and the grenade launcher proficiency, but who would take that over assault rifles? Nobody if you're playing serious. So just going off the top of my head and using these basic ideas of face trading, why would you use anything else? It isn't like you're a worse sniper for using the assault class. Anyway, let's continue. It's been about 7 months, I guess, or 6 months. And I would say for the most part, these classes have not been touched at all. Panther desperately needs attention. The medic drone is all but worthless, and sharpshooter is most famous for producing the DMR glitch. At what point are we going to get a balance pass on this game on the Ghost War side? We got some new classes, but nothing was ever touched on the other classes, outside of fixing some glitches. This is a game as a service right now, and guess what? The service is a little tardy, I must say. This video was born out of another video where I wanted to really take an objective view on the other classes, but as I'm getting into the analytics and the points per class given out in the video, the assault class is just clear and far away too OP. Obviously, with these videos, I don't want to just go on a rant without giving it any fixes. Like I said, that is, I don't want to be a negative Nancy about the video at all. But let's just go ahead and say here's some fixes. Get rid of the health bar. That's it. I mean, as simple as it can be, get rid of it. And it should only have an extra health bar in PvE. If you're ever wondering why it takes so many bullets to kill people, just know you have the server and the assault class working against you. It's so frustrating when I go up against certain clans in PvP, knowing they're all going to pick the assault class. So you are putting yourself at a disadvantage before the match even starts if you choose any other class. Anyway, sorry for the lame rant video. I won't try to do these too often, but I do want to point out before I make my class tier list video that the assault class is sort of just broken, and not just broken, it's literally broken. It's too powerful, it's overpowered, it's OP. Hopefully the devs can see this video, and hopefully we can get a balance pass before the next class is out over the summertime. I hope we get another event soon, or bring the drone tracker back. The PvP getting a little stale feeling again, so I'm trying not to grind it out every day during this quarantine, but still good. I still love it. Anyway, guys, until the next one, be more.